We held a new vigil at Ponta Negra, Rio de Janeiro, and saw unidentified lights after the intro. Hello everyone, I'm Edison Boaventura. Welcome to our channel, and today I bring you the results of a vigil we held at Ponta Negra in Rio de Janeiro. It happened on the night of March 6, 2026. And before we went to the vigil, we made a quick stop in Ponta Negra Marica, where there was a restaurant. And we were accompanied by two subscribers. One of them is Tiago Goes and Tiffany Noel. And they had dinner with us there. And I had the opportunity to reconnect with a singer friend of mine. This singer is Leo Bruno Barros, and he ended up telling us some stories that happened in the region and that he himself was involved in. Let's see. We are here at Ponta Negra, Maricá, Rio de Janeiro. We just had dinner here at a nice little restaurant, and I met my friend here, the singer Leo Bruno Barros. He plays here in this area and in other areas as well. He's going to tell us about some sightings he had in Itaipuachu, an indigenous name from this region, a place that also has a lot of UFO activity. Tell us about it. So, Leo, what did you see? When did you see it? How was it?
Yes, Edson. The first time we were having a barbecue with some musicians and friends at Naldo's house, and around 3 in the morning, another friend noticed a light in the sky. We grabbed a little camera, filmed it, it moved quickly upward, then to the side, then down and disappeared. Since the horizon line after the house is the sea, the open ocean in Itaipuachu, Maricá, we believe it went down into the sea. That's what we believe, you know. And the second time I was in my backyard. My neighbor called me for help, so I went and assisted him. When I came back, I was playing with the dog in the backyard, and I noticed in the sky a blinking light as well, let's say a very small, very distant light, but blinking and moving quickly. So I thought, since I already follow you, I followed Gever and others and all, I said, man, I'm going to film this. I still have that footage. It's a small light in the sky moving around. I'll send it to you all later. It was really interesting. For those of us who believe, who know there are so many more things in this universe, in these immense universes that we know, that science has already shown us that there are so many others and all that. So for those of us who believe in multiple lives, in various forms of life from other places, from other planets, to me it was clear that it was something that wasn't from here. Because of the quick movement, like I said, to one side, to the other, up and so on, and I was able to film it for a few seconds. I think about 25 seconds, maybe 30 seconds. Those were the two sightings, and I've also heard a lot about other sightings in Itaipuaçu. They even say that near Pedra do Elefante, which is a very well-known rock in Itaipuaçu, there's an alien base, that they go into the sea, and they're also city residents. And that's what I was able to notice, see, check, and make a little video about.
And we also have here in Ponta Negra a famous case of an abduction that happened in the past. And there have also been other people who reported it, mainly objects observed along the rocky shoreline during fishing trips, you know, objects going in and out of the sea. So these are the USOs, unidentified submerged objects. So this region is on the UFO route. After dinner we left. We went to the beach there at Ponta Negra. We had already done a vigil there before, a few years ago, and we stayed there observing the sky. There was a very beautiful moon. I'll put a picture here so you can see what the weather was like there. It was really beautiful, really pleasant, and the temperature was nice too. And at first we started to get some strange, anomalous detections on the equipment we brought. We brought an electromagnetic field detector. I had brought an infrared camcorder too, and some other equipment. And we thought it was strange that when we turned on the equipment, it started showing some very strange anomalies that I myself had never seen before. So first, before showing the luminous objects that were filmed, I'm going to show you these strange detections. Here on a Vigil in Ponta Negra, we brought a device here that measures electromagnetic fields up to 3 kilometers. I wasn't really understanding what was happening because I've never seen this device light up all the way to the blue light, from red to blue, right? Red, green, then it went to blue. That was the peak, right? And it spiked several times here. Now it stopped completely. There's only a little red light. It gave some kind of signal every now and then, sometimes nothing, right? But it can pick up to 3 kilometers if there's any electromagnetic field. When I turn it with its antenna here in front, I turn it towards the beach, right? In that direction over there, it was lighting up a lot. We filmed this equipment for a few hours, registering this spike like it was detecting something, but that's something we'll keep observing. It could be that something was generating this field. And look, that's interesting. We turned off all the cell phones at that moment to see if it would keep happening, if it would still light up here, and it kept lighting up. So, we weren't seeing anything, but could it be something people here talk about, the USOs? Unidentified submerged objects, some object, right, that was within 3 kilometers but passing through that area? Look, you can check here, it's not showing anything now, but when we caught it here, it was amazing. I've never seen this equipment light up so much. Back in Claudio, Minas Gerais, we took it there and it lit up to red, almost reaching green, but here it was something unbelievable. We're going to keep watching. We'll test other equipment. I also brought an infrared camera here, and if anything shows up, we'll be filming it. So another vigil here at Ponta Negra, which is mysterious. First of all, we're going to look at the detection that reached its peak, right? We don't even know if it might have gone past the 10th LED. It went from the red LED all the way to the blue one. I've never seen the equipment show anything like this before. Let's look at these images. Look, everything turned off. See, everything turned off. Did you see that? Now only the little red one is on. Look, film this, look. Did you see that? That's crazy. Look, everything turned off by itself. I'm not doing anything.
It doesn't matter which way you turn it. It has a range of about 3 kilometers.
Isn't that it? It picks up to 3 kilometers. Ah, it's turning off. So it's probably something that was there. Look, in that area. See, ideally it should stay like this or not show anything, you know? Ideally it shouldn't show anything. Look, are you filming this, Margarita? Look. Did you see? Out of nowhere, right? Out of nowhere, it picked up the field. Look, it dropped again. Electromagnetic field. Forte. Strong. Look. Now it's really strong over there, but did you see that it had gotten weaker? Now I'm going to show you the normal detection, right? Because after some time, what happened? The equipment, apparently there, it seems like it stabilized again, right? It wasn't detecting that strong spot of electromagnetic field anymore. And what happened in the case of the strongest spot, right? Actually, it's a signal, right? An electromagnetic signal induced in the equipment's antenna around 5 dBm, which is equivalent to 3.16 milliwatts, right? Which is a very strong signal. Under normal conditions, right? Under normal conditions, we wouldn't have that signal there lighting up the 10th blue LED, right? It was a very strange thing. And I have never witnessed such a measurement. The signal it triggered, as I said, the 10th LED, or maybe it even reached or exceeded the maximum that the equipment can detect. So it was something historic. Now we're going to watch the video when everything was normal. I'll play this video. And right after that, I'll show the footage we recorded of unidentified lights in the area. Doing another test here with the electromagnetic field detector, it's not picking up practically anything. It's really steady. Move it over there towards the sea to see if it picks up anything. Nice. Nothing.
It showed up.
At the same time as last time. I ended up taking some notes here about the videos. First, we filmed a red light, right? I'm going to show a video that Tiffany made. It shows this red dot on March 6, 2026, starting at 9:17 p.m. This red dot was over the sea, hovering above the water, and suddenly this dot turned into two red balls, right? It took on a really strange shape. So let's watch Tiffany's first video. Next, I'll play this other video where we can see the waves and the object with this configuration with two red lights. Let's take a look. I'm going to show you two videos now that are zoomed in where we can see the outlines of the unidentified flying object. That red light formed there. Two bright spots. Let's look at these images. There are two videos where we can clearly see this shape. Right after the disappearance of this red object, right, we were really intrigued by it. Behind us in the mountains, we saw a white object passing by, flying over. At that point in the recording, it was 9:35 p.m. We also checked flight radar to see if there was anything. There was nothing, even today, as I'm recording this. For this video, we checked flight radar again, and there's nothing there. Neither those red objects seen earlier, nor this white object. Let's look at these images of the white object. I'll play the full video first, then a zoomed in version so we can get a better idea. Let's look at these images.
You see the tree? Do you see the tree? Yes. It's looking different. I'm going to stop it right there. Do you see it over there?
It's down there, down there.
Look, wait for the license over there. Look, yeah, do you see it, boy? See? Hey.
Interesting. Thank you. Margarete just opened flight radar now. We saw a kind of strange light over the hill, and there's nothing on flight radar. Thank you. These are the mysteries here in Ponta Negra. When we got back to Itaboraí in Rio de Janeiro, we had just finished the vigil. As we were heading back down the road, something unusual happened. I mean, something even more bizarre. We were followed by an orange light. It was following our car. The first time we couldn't stop because there was no shoulder and it was too dangerous to pull over there at night. Then we saw the object disappear. A little farther up the road, around one of the bends, we saw the orange object following us again, the second time we'd seen it. The car was right in front of us, and at that moment there was a shoulder, so we managed to stop the car quickly. I got out and took some pictures. The pictures aren't that good because when cars were coming from the opposite direction, their headlights created a flash, a reflection inside the camera, which made the pictures a bit worse. But you can see this orange object, which isn't a plane. It doesn't have any conventional signal lights. We checked the flight radar afterwards, and there weren't any planes in the area either, and it was an unidentified light. I'm going to show you these images, and then I'll also show a close-up of the object. You can see this orange object. And I'll also include the testimony from Tiago da Tiffany, which I recorded at that moment in the car. So let's look at the images and then that testimony. Where to? I'm Mew. Good evening. Who is that Mew? Yeah. Hey guys, what did we just see there? Turn on the light. Amazing things? No, but what was it? Oh, it's coming back. Man, it was a really sparkling light up here and suddenly it disappeared. Funny, we saw one show up back there, right? Yeah, and it was pretty much the same thing. Now it showed up here again. It was fast. It was fast. Really fast. And now it's gone. I managed to film a little bit, right? Oh, thank God. Let's see. That was a surprise, huh? It came around. Very intriguing, right? The footage. Everything we saw there during the vigil too. And today, right, as I'm recording this ending, March 15, 2026, I checked flight radar again. There's nothing there, right? So it definitely wasn't a plane. What were those luminous objects? Only within ufology will we probably find an explanation. And you? What did you think of these images? About this place, Ponta Negra, is it a place with a lot of UFO sightings? So leave your comments because it's very important to us. And if you really like this video, click the like button, leave your comments, and see you in the next video, live podcast with Edson Boaventura.